It's finally happening. 4 years of tension, 4 years of silence, speculation, and courtroom chaos. But now, we're standing on the edge of a moment that could change everything for XRP holders. Welcome back to the channel, where we cut through the noise and bring you the real signals from the crypto world. Today's update isn't just another legal milestone, it's potentially the last one. A critical SEC vote is expected on August 7th. And insiders suggest this could determine the final outcome of the Ripple versus SEC case. Let's break this down. And stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this vote matters, what's at stake, and what you need to prepare for next. When the SEC first sued Ripple Labs back in December 2020, it sent shockwaves across the crypto space. The allegation that Ripple's sale of XRP amounted to an unregistered securities offering. Many called it a death sentence for XRP exchanges. Delisted it, prices plummeted. Fear and uncertainty clouded everything, but Ripple didn't back down. They lawyered up, fought back, and exposed cracks in the SEC's own logic. Over the years, Ripple has gained ground. Partial victories, court acknowledgments, public support. The narrative shifted. No longer was Ripple the underdog. It became the standard bearer for fighting regulatory overreach in crypto. And now, fast forward to August 2025, a full 1,700 days later, we're hearing that the SEC commissioners are preparing for a vote that may bring this historic case to an end. This isn't just a procedural step. This is a defining moment that could officially close the case and potentially greenlight XRP's full relisting on U.S. exchanges and beyond. So, what is this vote really about? Insiders and legal analysts are speculating that this August 7th vote could be tied to the final decision on whether the SEC will continue its appeal or finally withdraw. The deadline to make such a decision is approaching rapidly, and August 15th marks a critical filing date for the final status report in the case. If the SEC votes to withdraw its appeal, the Ripple case essentially ends. That's it. No more legal uncertainty, no more suppression, just clarity and momentum. But if the SEC votes to continue pushing this to a higher court, we may be in for another year or more of legal limbo for XRP holders. The difference between those two outcomes is everything. Let's talk price action, because markets move on clarity. In the past week, XRP has seen increased volatility. After briefly dipping to around $2.75, it's now testing support levels in the $2.85 to $2.95 range. Analysts believe this consolidation phase is tied directly to expectations surrounding this vote. The last time XRP saw clarity, Judge Torres ruled that programmatic sales were not securities. XRP surged 70% overnight. Exchanges like Coinbase and Kraken relisted within hours. Now imagine what happens if final legal closure is announced. We're talking about $3.50, $5, maybe even $7 levels, all within reach, just off the back of institutional reentry and global investor confidence. Many analysts already predict double-digit XRP prices once the case is resolved. But here's the thing, only a few people are truly prepared. The whales are watching. The smart money is positioning, but retail is still asleep. That's why this video matters. Let's zoom out for a moment. This vote doesn't exist in a vacuum. The SEC isn't just voting on Ripple. This is also a test of the agency's credibility. In the last year alone, the SEC has been slammed by judges, criticized by lawmakers, and even internally divided on crypto policy. We've seen the Grayscale victory, the ETH ETF approval, the Bitcoin spot ETF boom, and now potentially Ripple being declared not a security once and for all. This vote is a fork in the road for U.S. crypto regulation, and make no mistake, the world is watching. If the SEC backs off, it signals a major shift, perhaps even a recognition that the Howey test, which dates back to 1946, is no longer sufficient to regulate 21st century digital assets. If they double down, they risk pushing more innovation offshore and further eroding their authority. So yes, this is about XRP, but it's also about crypto's future in America. So what should XRP holders do right now? First, stay informed. This August 7th vote is likely to happen behind closed doors. There won't be a live stream or public meeting. But signs will emerge through filings, through statements, through price action. Second, prepare for volatility, whether it's a positive vote or continued delay. Price swings are inevitable. Don't trade emotionally. Stick to your strategy. The whales want retail to panic. Sell during dips. Don't give them what they want. Third, think long-term. This case has never been about short-term pumps. It's about unlocking XRP's true utility as a bridge currency for global payments. It's about RippleNet. It's about central bank partnerships. And once the legal fog clears, we may finally see that narrative come alive in full force. Now, let's speculate for a moment. What happens if the SEC votes to withdraw their appeal on August 7th? 1. Ripple wins outright, meaning no more appeals, no more courtrooms, just business. 2. Exchanges rapidly relist XRP globally, even in countries that were cautious due to SEC pressure. 3. Ripple could go public. Remember, they've been delaying IPO plans due to legal uncertainty. 4. Institutional adoption explodes with clarity. Banks and large payment providers may finally integrate ODL at scale. 5. Massive capital inflows into XRP, driving price discovery into double digits. And if that scenario unfolds, remember this: the move will be fast. XRP doesn't slowly grind, it explodes. Of course, there's a chance the SEC doesn't withdraw. They might try to drag it out further with another appeal, but even then, the tide is clearly turning. The legal precedent from the Torres ruling still stands. The court already ruled that XRP itself is not inherently a security, so even if more litigation follows, the fundamentals remain strong, and the market knows it. Before we close out, let me speak directly to the XRP army. You've been patient. You've endured the FUD, the price suppression, the lawsuits, the media attacks. But your moment might finally be arriving. August 7th isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a signal, a window, a moment of truth. Make sure you're paying attention, because if clarity comes, everything changes. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button so more XRP holders see it. Share it in your Telegram and Discord groups. Comment below where you think XRP is headed if the SEC backs off. And of course, subscribe and turn on notifications, because I'll be here the moment we get confirmation. Thanks for watching. This is your crypto source for truth, clarity, and strategic updates. Until next time, stay smart, stay ready, and remember, history is made in moments like this.